We want to turn things now to the Florida Keys and the nearly 50-year-old water main that supplies water to the island chain, which continues to boom with visitors and development. We were actually there last month when there were a whopping 3 water main breaks in the span of several days, at one point disrupting service so severely schools and county buildings had to close. And now a month later, people in the Keys are still being asked to conserve water, and water pressure has been lowered ever since. So what's being done? We're happy to have back on the show the head of the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority, Veliz. Thank you so much for being with us. You know, there's so much new construction now happening in Islamorada. People are seeing that traffic shift on the overseas highway. That's all part of this water main, right? Can you give us an update?
That's correct. I'm not sure that they're seeing it yet as it relates to us, but later this week they will be starting in that lane of traffic. So you will see for quite some time a shift in traffic. We'll still have 2 lanes, one going north, one going south, but it's going to move over to the pullover lane.
Describe sort of what's happening in that transmission line in Islamorada. That was already planned even before these water main breaks happened, right?
That is correct. That was identified in the past as a problematic area. As you mentioned, we have 130 miles of water line connecting us to Florida City, and that's our only source of water. We had this plan. We have about a 12-mile stretch plan, the first phase of which is 5 miles. We've already laid 900 feet underneath the seabed at T-table relief.
And of course, different materials, right? Not that old iron that gets corroded so easily.
That's correct. Back then they used ductile iron, and that was sold as the latest and greatest. And we're going back to steel and some man-made products for the subaqueous crossings.
When we last spoke, you said that the reduction of water pressure to the Keys, which is still going on right now, was indefinite. Is that still the case?
Well, we've lowered pressures in order to try to, to minimize the amount of damage to the pipe. We're not experiencing any leaks. Everyone has water. Our stores have been brought back to normal levels, so we're fine as far as water. Everyone has water. Yes, you might be experiencing some minor pressure decreases, but for the most part, we have no water problems here at all.
This has been just such a huge issue. The cost to do all of this, the water main, of course, when you and I had last spoke, I mean, it really has reached the end of its life. So the cost to replace all of that is what? I was seeing figures like $1.2 billion. And where's that money coming from?
Well, much of it's coming from the state right now. We've got some low interest loans, WIFIA loans that we're drawing from. Everything, we have $115 million worth of projects going on right now, all of which are funded. We're anticipating having another successful year in Tallahassee, and hopefully we can move on to the next 2 and then next 5-mile project that we have already in design.
Not an easy job, and of course the Keys continue to boom, so we'll see what happens next. Thank you so much, Greg Veliz, the head of the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.